Woo! 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 This is the most serious thing that I've ever said to the public in my entire life. I'm Ric Flair, and I play the game by my rules. If you are the best at what you do.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Scenes. All right, so fall 2022 pieces are starting to drop on the website. I took a picture. I took a picture of an ensemble that I liked that was a spring release for spring 2022. And then I was still perusing. I took a picture of an item that I like that is, man, this item is an anomaly. I took that item and I took a picture of that as well. And I'm gonna get into each item in a second. I was still perusing and I found this piece. Whew. Oh my God. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the details. So I took the first picture I took of an item that was a spring 2022 release was a suit. It was a suit jacket and the matching bottoms, but the bottoms weren't trousers, they weren't pants, they were shorts. I had my eye on that since it dropped. I actually first saw it in an email, right? So I took that picture, screenshotted it. The second item that I took a picture of was a variation of that first item. It was a suit with the matching suit jacket, with a suit jacket and the matching bottoms. Again, they were shorts, but this one was a linen tweed blend, linen wool tweed blend, herringbone pattern. So it looked like a a herringbone suit, except it was shorts. Shorts had a cuff in them, a natural cuff in them already. I want to say they 7-inch in inseam, maybe 8, not quite 9, which I wouldn't want it to be that long. It don't need to be 9s. But yeah, it was dope. And it could potentially be a 4-piece suit ensemble. And what I mean by that is there's also a vest, there's also a waistcoat, and there are a pair of pants, a pair of trousers. So you could actually buy the trousers, the shorts, the waistcoat, and the suit jacket, which is my intent. Because of the fabric, what it's made of, the look with the herringbone pattern. If you wear it with the shorts, it's mid-September to at the earliest early November, and then you could put it back together with the shorts mid-March to early to mid-April, maybe late April, just depending. So you'd have to break it up with the shorts. The waistcoat could also be worn at either of those times, or you could just do it as a 2-piece. When you do have the pants, then obviously the pants you could do fall, winter, maybe early spring. So in hindsight, you could do at least 2 pieces for about 8.5 months. And then if you wanted to do just the vest, it's a linen wool blend, so it's not a super heavyweight like a full tweed. You could do the vest parts of the spring, late spring, into maybe even into summer, depending on where you're going and what you're doing. The shorts, same scenario. So you can almost get probably 9 to 10 months out of this 4-piece ensemble. So it's definitely going in the cart. The spring release picture that I took was it's a lightweight I think it's a lightweight cotton. I don't think it's not linen, but I think it's a lightweight cotton. Madras, sports coat, Madras shorts. Definitely mid to late March, maybe not until April, just depending on where you are. And you could probably pull that off all the way through to the 4th. Even if you have to maybe ditch the jacket, take the jacket off and carry it, whatever the case may be. The shorts are shorts, so just as a two-piece, probably late June, early July, and then the shorts all the way up until you can't wear shorts anymore. So I took those pieces and I put them in my Insta story, and I had a poll: dope or nope, and the majority was dope on both pieces, and there were a few that said nope. To each his own, right? This third piece I saw. Ralph Lauren has put out a pair of +4s. Oh man. I'm gonna be fully transparent with you today, people. Last year, around this time last year, I was starting to plot and plan for the fall. I came this close to buying an off-brand pair of +4s. And when I say off-brand, is because I only wear Ralph Lauren. I don't even remember what brand it was. It didn't matter. These +4s were dope as hell. I was this close. I had a pair of +4s on my watch list on eBay, and a pair of +2s. They all were coming from across the pond. Don't remember the brand of it. It wasn't a brand that we know, but that type of style comes from there. It originated from that UK sense of style. So it just was the only reason I didn't pull the triggers, because it wasn't Ralph Lauren. And I said, you know what? As bad as I want me some +4s, I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't do it. Now, for those that don't know, I will explain. What are +4s? Well, knickerbockers are the trousers that men, boys, and on occasion women. I saw that throughout my learning process of knickerbockers and +4s, which was years ago. So I'm going off the top of my head because for a couple of years I've been looking at +4s, so I know what they are. I'm just going off the top of my head. But men, women, and men, boys, and sometimes women wore knickerbockers. Knickerbockers are pants that stop at the knee, and they usually have a snug tailored fit. The traditional look was socks all the way up to kind of complement each other as far as the look, but it gave it that long sleek look up into the knickerbocker, and the knickerbocker was usually of a wider cut. +4s are knickerbockers +4 inches. That's why they call them +4s. So as a knickerbocker would traditionally stop at your knee, a +4 will come about 4 inches below your knee. +4s were brought to our country, this country, and made popular by one of the biggest and yet most underrated icons there is in fashion, Edward VIII, the Prince of Wales. The man got his own pattern. Glenn Plaid is also called the Prince of Wales check. He got his own pattern, man. Like he popularized the Fair Isle sweater, for God's sake. But this is one of the most underrated dudes in the history of fashion. He was that setter. I don't want to put trend in front of. He was a style setter. I'm not gonna call it a trend, because some of the stuff that he has done has lasted 100 years. All right. That said, he brought that sense of fashion, the +4s, to this country, and it fit what this country was doing as far as the Roaring 20s, the baggier looks in the pants. So the +4s fit that look perfect because they were baggy until they got to the bottom, which they had that tapered, snug look to. It became popular with golfers. It became popular. It became popular in our military at some point. But plus fours, it's for me. It's just about the uniqueness of the look. The can you pull it off question doesn't apply to me, and I'm not trying to be pretentious or braggadocious. If I like something, I feel, ain't no I feel. If I like something, I'm gonna pull it off because don't care what anybody thinks. I like it, and that's one of the things when it comes to fashion and style. I could critique somebody else's ensemble, but at the end of the day, they liked it enough to put it on, enough to purchase it, enough to wear it, and enough to walk outside with it. So it really doesn't matter what I or anybody else thinks, and that's how I approach things. So, the plus fours. Oh, Payne Stewart, may he rest in peace. Tragic. But Payne Stewart, one of our better golfers, he brought the look back. I can't remember this guy's name. There was an interpretation of his character in the movie The Legend of Bagger Vance. Oh, what's his damn name? It's gonna come to me at some point. But he used to wear the look all the time. He made it very popular in golf back then. Payne Stewart brought the look back to the point that when he passed, I think it was Ricky Fowler, did the look in the next tournament he was in. And you know, their interpretations of the plus fours were their interpretation of the plus fours. I had no issue with it. My interpretation of how I like the look is definitely more traditional, more of the English version. I'm looking to pull it off with a tam, or as they're calling it, some people are calling it a baker's cap. But I'm looking to pull it off with a tam. I'm looking to pull it off with a matching or complementary sports coat, preferably a heavy wool, Norfolk tweed, something to that effect. Waistcoat, maybe a solid waistcoat, or for me it can be a three-piece. I'm cool with it. Online they're limited in sizes in the waist and length, and some of the lengths they have just don't work for me. I'm a 31 inch. They're out of 31s, which a 31 would be here. That for me, that's too long. So I want more of a 29 or even a 28. So I'm thinking if Ralph is doing it right, which I'm pretty sure when it comes to certain pieces, Ralph is going to do them right. Some of the reinterpretations of P-wings and all that stuff that the low heads and low lifers tend to gravitate to more than I do. Some of those are hit or miss. But when it comes to the stuff I like, more often than not, it's a hit because they're sticking with the traditional values of that particular item. So I expect that because that's new, it's pre-fall, it's very early in the pre-fall, I'm expecting that they will get more shipments of the plus fours in and more sizes and more lengths, and they'll eventually get that 29 inch, maybe even a 28. If they do that, I'm all over. I actually want to go to my tailor Monday and talk to her and let her look at various pairs of plus fours in pictures and make sure it's something that she could tailor as far as the length and the width. Now, the traditional look of a plus four, like I said, is very baggy. The picture on RalphLauren.com doesn't look as baggy as a traditional plus four, which works for me. I don't want super baggy, but I want to get with my tailor first and have her look at different angles. That's one thing I love about RalphLauren.com. They have that one, when you scroll down, they have that one picture where the model is actually walking, turns faces, turns around, and walks back. so that my tailor can look and kind of get an idea. Yeah, I think I should be able to, because if all else fails and they decide to ditch the project of the plus fours, then I'm gonna grab whatever's available and I'm gonna take it to her, because I'm gonna have me a pair of Ralph Lauren plus fours. No ifs, ands, or flat butts about it. I'm gonna have me a pair of plus fours. But a gentleman hit me up in the DM because when I posted the Insta story of the plus fours, he I had must have and all this and that all over the picture. So he hit me up in the DM and he spoke his mind. It was fine because he wasn't rude or anything like that. He was like, man, I'm shocked that you like these. I can't see how I never thought this would be your style. I can't see you. He's like, man, I can't do nothing with these. And he was like, I'm just shocked that you like them. He's like, and he actually was like, man, don't kill me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And he wasn't. At no point in time did I take it that way. And he's a good dude. And he's fashionable. He's stylish. He does a lot of rap. So, I respect his opinion, but it just goes to show that you don't really. Only thing I did, and I didn't even say it, but the only thing it showed me was that you don't watch the vlog. Because just from some of the stuff that I've styled on Seamless Style, it's not a far reach that you would think a plus four would be something that I would wear. So, but I just told him, I was like, yeah, I've been a fan of plus fours for a while. So I said, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. But nah, no harm. You welcome to think what you thought or whatever. So it's cool. But the thing is, man, is I'm a huge fan of tweed. I'm a huge fan of that English look. I always have been. I always will be. If it's let me think of something. If it's a rugby cardigan on eBay, and it's a Norfolk jacket on eBay, a Norfolk hacking jacket, belted, gun patch, elbow pads, beautiful color, great condition, and they both the same price, I'm going for the jacket. The jacket's $40, $50 more, I'm going for the jacket. Like, those are my most sought after pieces that I just want to OD on. Is all things tweed, all things wool, because those English looks, man, is just where it's at for me. So, I'm gonna take those plus fours, and in the immortal words of 50 Cent, I'm gonna teach you how to stunt. So, yeah, man. Pre-fall is starting. Your boy hungry, and we about to get it in. So, y'all start looking at the site more often, man, because they definitely dropping some gems. Like I said, plus fours, a suit with shorts may not be for everybody. It may not be for you, but it's definitely for Parker. It's definitely for Parker. And it's about to go down. It's definitely about to go down. And it's gonna be, if it keeps up like this gonna be even more of a win for me on a personal level than last year's fall was. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend. We here. Fall is coming. Artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. Don't be a hater. Have a go.